EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Off of play action, Hill. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella.
25-yard line.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Hill, fresh off the pick 6. This one caught by Isabella. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21. So don't say nothing.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
The intended target, Saquon Barkley, but now it'll be 3rd down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Hill. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The first catch for Jeffrey. Good enough for a first down. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On second down, here's Barkley. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Off the RPO, he completes it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have football.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Derek Rivers able to get him for a loss of about 3. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of him had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Hill looks to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Hill. And that is incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So here we go on 4th. Hill. Buying time to under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Jaguars 0.
Rodgers now on first down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Jerry Hughes able to record his 5th sack of the season. To try again after the sack. Rodgers. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back him up halfway. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter. And rush comes, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Rosas good with the extra point. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. Ryan Switzer on the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of
good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers over the middle to Beckham. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Short little throw to Ebron. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st down, Rodgers. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards, the final tally.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll run for it with Bo Scarborough. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Bo Scarborough, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the 1st half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
On the return, Andy Isabella. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even 1st half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Taysom Hill.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't, who's going to score the most points in this game? Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the... And he's going to go down again. Derek Rivers able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Johnson now returning. Now increase here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Possession.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
From the 44, Rodgers. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he is all the way up past the 25. First possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 26.
They'll go to Barkley again. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
6.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Hill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
The Steeler 1st down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10. at the 44-yard line. Now Rodgers. Middle of the field, it's Robinson.
Rodgers pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. That is caught at the 7. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Odell Beckham, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are going to take the lead.
The kick is good.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Jaguars 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's good.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Barkley, toss play left. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Rivers brought him down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
He was taken down.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
On 3rd down, Barkley. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
Barkley.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now it's Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Hill rolling to his right. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 11. Play action. It's Hill. There he goes inside the 30. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down now, Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Desperation time on 4th for Hill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Michael O.J. Mudia. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 8-yard line.
Yeah, they're going to try to eat some clock with Michelle. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
4-yard gain.
Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
the run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 9, Hill. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. On first down, Michelle. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Rodgers throwing here. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Roquan Smith in on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Steelers, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.